first, I'm just going to ask you straight away, what do you see? How do you think of a modern woman? We're talking about women today compared to in the 80s, 70s, 60s, compared to this new millennium women that we have. What do you think?
The modern woman is most likely a lady that's working, most likely independent, most likely making her money, most likely has a business, most likely is an entrepreneur. And I would say maybe 75% of women are modern women. 25% most likely are traditional. 75% of women are, it's just, I'm not generalizing here, but I think a lot of women today want to take care of themselves. A lot of women want to hold their own. A lot of women necessarily don't want a man to save them. A lot of women want I don't want to say freedom, but some sort of.
Well, it's kind of freedom, right?
Some sort of I don't know the word to use. Security.
Okay.
Kind of security that they have provided for themselves by working.
So is there anything bad in that? Because, like you said, I don't think anything is bad in that. Trying to, look for something to fall back on.
To be valuable. Okay. Yeah, I think, it's good.
So is there any similarity between the millennium women we have today compared to our mothers then? Is there any similarities? Is there any differences?
So it depends on where you are. And I think anytime we talk about relationship, we have to think about where we are. And I think I talked about this.
But if we have to say in general, right?
In general?
Yeah, like is there anything different from during the 60s and the new millennium that we are now?
So it's still important that we take into consideration where we are. In Africa, in the 60s, the women were in the background, right? And even here, the women were in the background, right? All they had to do was take care of the home, give birth to children, take care of the house. I think it's the same for both, actually. So it's the same for both, but I feel like, okay, here, women were able to fight for their right to vote. Back home, was there any issues about that in Africa?
I don't think so, because during that time, what we do then is kind of different.
Exactly. That's why I say it's very important to kind of look at it in that way. So women here wanted to vote and they wanted to have a voice and they wanted to do more in the workforce. Whereas the women, I want to say the African women, then I think they are still in the mindset of the man working while they stay back at home.
So, if I have to see any similarity, right, the only thing or difference is that is it because some people will argue is because during those time, just because they don't have anything to fall back on, that's why they look like they can manage their marriage, something like that.
There's a lot of issues
that will make our mothers stay back then in their marriage, even though they are going through a lot of abuse, or because I don't know if they've been abused or not, but some will argue that they were able to stay in their marriage is because they have nothing to fall back on, right?
True.
They are kind of dependent on their husband, and most of their family actually, are benefiting from that marriage. By them staying in the marriage, they are benefiting, right? So they will argue that it's because they have nowhere to fall back on. They are independent. They are dependent like 100%. So it's the husband that provide everything 100%. So leaving that marriage will be at their disadvantage. That's what most people believe. But I don't think that is necessary.
We have to do a lot of research on why we have to do a lot of research on why, as the years went on, why a lot of parents started sending their daughters to school, right? Because back then, most of the time, the girls would just complete high school and that's it.
Yeah.
Am I right?
If you're female, they believe you are ending up with a man. Home,
yeah. So there's no reason for you to have a higher education. So I do remember that. So we have to ask, what were our parents thinking? Why did they start sending our daughters to school? I think it's because after years and years and years of, there's only so much a man can do, right? You're supposed to take care of everything. I want to buy dress. Honey, can I have? You want to make food for the household. Honey, can I have money for food? You want to take care of your family. Honey, can I have money for my brother? Honey, can I have money for my sister? Honey, can I have money for school fees? Honey, can I have money for this? And then after a while, I feel like it's a lot for a man to take care of, even though that's what you're supposed to do from way back when. That's how it's been designed. And then later on, I think the women were being disadvantaged because, think about it, if someone has the sole, what's the word?
Like being the sole
decision maker.
But does that mean during that time
I think a lot of
our
women,
mother don't make? Do you think they don't make do you think they don't make decision then? They do make decision during those times.
They don't.
Not like, I mean, they have.
Which decision are they making?
Okay, just like you say, what was the reason then that they start sending?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
lots of women.
You need to understand then that most of the jobs they were doing then is kind of farming, domestic, things like that. But maybe when things revolve, and now they think like, okay, you don't have to do domestic work.
There are other things that you can do to make money.
Those men that were trained then, they grew up not to become a farmer. So by doing,
that's another thing. Right.
To turn around and they see the reason why the wife, because some men will actually think that, okay, let me not even more than one wife. They want to empower their wife should in case things happen. There's some kind of assurance to them then that if I lose my job, my wife should be able to, whatever she is doing, will be able to sustain us. So they decide to invest in.
Not all men. Those are
some.
Smart men.
I said some that are smart, and this is the foundation that people were thinking. Okay, this happened. It's like when things incident happen, right? Then we learn from it. So
and there are people that don't have men. I mean, there are people that don't have male children. They only have female children. So they're like, you know what? We're going to send you to school because you are our only child. Yeah. So and then from then on, with education and as the years went on, people started getting, what? Let's send our children to school.
Yeah, so men see it as some kind of insurance. If anything happened to my job,
at least you have something.
Do you think the women of today, do you think they have what it takes to, have a marriage and to keep that marriage? The millennium, I'm talking about the new generation of women we have today. Do you think they have what it takes to, have a husband, build a marriage and stay in that marriage?
I don't know. It depends. It depends. Okay, in what area? In what? I don't understand.
Why I asked that question is because of what we're seeing today. It's just too many. Why you see people get married within a month and they dissolve the marriage. Do you think, because now with the mentality of what we're seeing in the ladies that are in the world today, their mentality is different from that of our mothers. So do you think we still have some that have that kind of value that will say, okay, I have what it takes to have a man, have a marriage, and stay in that marriage, make it work? Because some lady will argue, I got to do me. It's all about them. And thinking of the word submission is like a taboo to most women now. They don't want to hear it. Like, why should I submit? Do you think ladies of today have what it takes to keep a man or keep their marriage, sustain their marriage?
I think there's so many angles that we can attack that question. On the path, okay, so the angle of everything is okay. The angle of everything is messed up in terms of, men are supposed to take care of everything from 20, 30 years ago, right? 1960s, how many years ago? From, let's say, 50 years ago, right? Compared to now, where women are, especially with technology has messed everything up, even though it's supposed to make things better. But I think it has messed things up in the relationship game. So if women are being told that they can be career women, they can have it all, and they are taking care of themselves, they are business women, they are making a lot of money, and I feel like some of them are making more money now. And
so should that be a reason why they can't stay in their marriage? Should that be is that a genuine reason? Because they are making money?
I mean,
is that a genuine? Does that mean money kind of change their attitude, or what? Or
like I said, in the age that they are in now, with technology that's supposed to help, is actually messing things up. Technology. Okay, we were just watching a show the other day, and they're like, men have a lot of choices now. So if somebody doesn't, if you're going out with a lady now, and anything happens, you have so many other choices at your fingertips. Everything is at your fingertips. So now when a lady that thinks she has it all, she has everything, she feels like she can have anything she wants. I mean, there's so many ways that you can attack that question. Like I said, with technology, everything is too fast. Like, you can't even stop and make a decision. Everything is fast. And I've talked about this before. Fast food, everything is quick. Everything is fast. So people are making a lot of decisions, sometimes without even thinking. Right? So if a lady that has everything, she feels, people are not patient anymore. Okay? People are not patient. So it's like, well, if you don't do what I want you to do, I can jump to another fish in the sea.
So do you still think we have ladies, right, that still desire marriage so much that they are willing to stay because it's all about attitude?
I feel like the relationship game is it
because because now is it the society that says you can be a superwoman, you don't need a man,
it's a lot of
and you'll be happy? But the result is kind of different from what people are kind of preaching, that you don't need a man, you're still going to be happy. Fine, it's a matter of choice. But how many end up being a happy woman without a man?
There's a lot of strings attached to this question. Oh my gosh.
Me, all I'm saying is, someone like me, I have no problem if a woman wants to pursue a career, if you want to be that. But if you're trying to equate yourself to a man, then you gotta live like a man, right? Because we're kind of built differently. The role is kind of different. So if you're trying to say, okay, I want to be a superwoman, then you have to live like a man, okay? Just like you can't eat your cake and have it. I'm not saying you can't have the both together, but if you kind of choose career more than any other thing, if that's your primary role, like, okay, this is my primary focus, there's nothing bad. That's what you choose, your choice. Be ready to live with the consequences. As simple as that. But all I'm saying is, like it or not, should your career, or just because you're making money, you can do anything. Whatever you need, you can get for yourself. Whatever man can do for you, you have the ability, money-wise, financial-wise, that you can do that for yourself. Fine. But should that be a reason why you cannot be submissive to a man? Or, I don't know.
I don't think.
Is that a valid reason? Because you make money,
I don't think
then no man can control you.
Should a man control?
This is not about. Maybe I should not use the word control, because all I'm saying is, if you have to marry, if you're thinking of marriage, right? You cannot being a woman, you're not going to be the captain of the ship. That's what I'm saying is you can only have one king, right? It's not going to be two kings in one palace. You have to be one. Okay. And the moment a lady is thinking of being the king, that's where the problem is. If you know your role, you can make money. There's nothing wrong in making money. But once you know your role, that if I'm going to marry, I'm coming as a queen, not king. But the problem with our lady of today, they want to come in as a king. How is that going to happen? I think that's the problem.
It won't work.
It's not going to work. So let's move on. Another question I have is, how can you balance? Because someone like me, I have nothing against women that actually want to be, they want to make money on their own.
As long as
they want to be independent of their husband. Mm-hmm. But how can you, because most people want to work, still they want to have a family. How can you mix the two together? Where do you say, okay, this is like a cutoff line, so that you can have both at the same time? You can have your career, you can have your family. Where do you draw the line so that both struggle will be balanced?
Yeah, that's a struggle now that a lot of women are realizing that, they do have a job and then they do have the family, and now it's like the most that happens is that one suffers for the other. So you want to be a career woman and you still want to have children. One is going to suffer. So it's either you are not at home with the kids and they are with nannies and caretakers while you focus on the career, or you stay home with the kids while some have let go of their jobs, or instead of getting a promotion, they will stay back because, promotion means more work and more time that you will not be spending with your family. But Candace Owens said something very important that I think a lot of women should consider. And I think in her core values, she's a Christian. And a lot of women today, a lot of people today, both men and women, don't realize that you need to have a supreme GPS, right? That's how I see it. You need to have a supreme GPS that's higher than the GPS that you have in your car, because if, let's say you are driving in your car now and you don't have access to internet, your car is useless and you're definitely going to get lost. This is how I see it. You're definitely going to get lost. So that's what a lot of people are doing today. A lot of people are staying away from, from their religious faith. I'm not going to say you have to be a Christian, but if you are a Christian, Muslim, whatever that whoever God that you have, your supreme being, right? If you stay away from that supreme GPS, right? As a Christian myself, if I stay away from the supreme GPS, I know definitely that I'm going to get lost. So a lot of women, a lot of men are just manipulating their way in this world with their own mental knowledge, with their own, 10% GPS. Whereas you have to understand that the person that made you, right, has a reason why he made you a male. There's a reason why he made that other person a female. There's a reason why men like Pastor Kingsley, you have to check him out on YouTube. Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo said there's a reason why women have the boobies to take care of kids, and there's a reason why men don't. Men can go out of the house for a year and not worry about kids. That's not how God made them. But then women, I can go out for 1 hour sometimes and I'm like, my kids, I need to see my kids. There's a reason why everything, and this is why I kind of admire, there's a reason why I like this about Muslims, because they are like, I don't want that. I think that's why they are against Western civilization, because of this exact reason, right? Fine, you can. I mean,
who is going to want that when you're trying to take? It's more or less like the Western is the problem.
Exactly.
Making how God designed the world, it's like twisting it around.
Exactly. It's like they know exactly what's coming. So they are trying to prevent that for their people. How you can't say, oh, now I'm a woman, and because, you know, I feel like I'm a man, you now change your whole sex into a man. There's a reason why God made you that, right? So for women, the satisfaction you get at the utmost of your life, right? The satisfaction you get is you have a child, you take care of that child, you take care of that home under the supervision or under the umbrella of your husband. The only thing that I'm going to say that I don't like about is the totalitarian of men taking care of everything. If I need something, I'll come and ask. If I need this money for this, I'll come and ask. If I need this, I'll come and ask. If I need this, after a while, I'll be pissed.
Okay.
I'm human. Sorry, hold on. After a while, as a human, I'm going to be like, this is too much. Whereas, let's say if the lady had a little bit of change, she has a little business that she's doing, she has some money coming in, then at least for the little things she can take care of without disturbing, without, you know, running back and forth every single time. The husband will be happy that, first of all, she has, well, I think Proverbs said it, you have a resourceful woman that can take care of things. Even if the man is giving you all the money, don't spend it all, save some. You know, there's so many things that we can talk. I could go on and on and on and on.
So,
but the main fact is there's a reason why God made women and there's a reason why God made men. If you are working and you have money, good. The man should be happy that you are, you know, that you have something, but then don't let that go to your head and now be like, because at the end of the day, you are going to suffer. The way God made it, you want to say it's unfair? If you get pregnant, you're on your own. If you
okay,
if you get pregnant and the man don't want it, you're on your own. If you cheat, if a man cheats, society say it's okay. If a woman cheats, you're on your own. There's so many things that women suffer for. So where do you even want to start a fight?
All right, let's see. Another question that someone asks us is that, is there any reason why is it a big deal now that that most of our young ladies can't be in a relationship, not even marriage now, that they keep jumping from one guy to another? Why is it that they pick a guy and after a few days, probably less than a month, the guy is gone?
So let's ask a question. Why do men feel it's okay to jump from men from
not
women to
jumping
women?
now? The problem is, why is it that ladies, all our young girls of today, can't keep a man in a relationship?
Why is it that
they know?
the
I mean,
men of
they do
nowadays
come.
can't keep women?
Oh, so are you saying both ways? It's both ways. Okay.
It's both ways.
All right. If I have to comment on that, right? My comment will be that, just for 1 second, look at the kind of girls we have today.
For 1 second, let's look at the guys we have today.
Okay.
It's 50-50.
50-50, right?
It's true. Yes.
Okay. If you happen to be a man, you're looking for a wife. Will you rather choose the one that do expose our body to the whole world, or you will choose the one that do cover up, regardless of their attitude? Because this has nothing to do with your behaviors, right? But at the end of the day, if you are responsible enough, if you respect yourself enough, there's nothing that will make you be half nude, twerking, whatever ladies are doing today, thinking it will attract guys. Fine. Your dressing will attract guys, but your dressing will attract the kind of guys you're dressing for. If you dress provocative, fine. You attract those guys that want to sleep with you. If you dress like a normal human being, like a normal woman should do, you will attract a good guy. It's as simple as that. So I would say most reason, or some of the reason why our young ladies of today can't keep a guy, is first their attitude, right? Most of the ladies of today have all this bad attitude. I mean, I don't know. They are selfish. Bad attitude. Number two is the way they dress is kind of, I don't know. Maybe that's what society think is normal now, that you can go on social media and be half nude. Guys will come. Definitely, guys will come. But those guys that will come are the ones that just want to sleep with you. You can't be dressing like a crazy human being and think someone is going to want to keep you as their wife. It's not going to happen. Men love girls that open their body to sleep with. But they like girls that can cover their body as a wife. It's two different things. Both of them will attract guys. Mostly those that can expose their body will attract a lot of guys. But none of them are going to stay. It's as simple as that.
At the core of this relationship.
So don't think guys can't stay with one girl. No. Ladies are selling something and they are buying. It's a matter of you selling and buying. If you're not selling, why are you opening up? I mean, why do you have to dress half nude if you're not selling anything? What are you selling? Just look at this. Look at social media today. Look at how girls, if they are going to post picture, do you see how they normally post now? It's either they show their backside. That's that. I don't know who think that is the norm for today. That you have to bring out your chest, show how big your boobs is, or you want to show your. But I don't know why ladies took picture like that today and think it's cool. It's going to attract guys. I can guarantee that. Guys will come, but they will come, they will use you, they will go because already you've patronized yourself as a slut. It's as simple as that. Like it or not, the truth kind of hot, but I'll just say my piece.
At the core of this relationship talk, I'm going to say that our problem is the men.
How is it the men? Do we demand for you guys to be nude? Is it guys that will ask lady if you can be nude? I mean, they think that's what guys want, but that's not what guys want.
Our main problem is the men.
How?
Okay, so from way back, we already established that men were the ones they are the ones making big decisions. They are the ones that...
This is not about making decisions. I'm talking about why should lady be going on social media and be dressing nude and think they will attract a good guy?
They are the ones making big decisions.
And if you have to get attention.
We did not just get here out. We did not just get to this point out of the blue. This has been happening little by little by little by little by little. Okay, there's a lot of men. Okay, look at movie industry. Look at media. These are things that have been happening. Okay, you've seen that commercial.
Do not put that blame on anybody. You know why? You know why? They have choice. It's a matter of choice.
No.
If they ask you to come and post note in a movie, you can say I will do it or I will not do it.
That's not the point. I'll make my point. You know that commercial where you put a small domino and then you put a bigger domino and a bigger domino and a bigger domino and a bigger one, and once you press this one, boop 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 boom, and then now we are at the biggest pillar falling on our heads. This thing has been starting many years ago. Oh, you know what? This movie is not going to sell if we don't have if you can just do this, if you can just do this. Who are those women pleasing? Men are the ones making those decisions.
Okay, fine.
Because if the woman show a body nude, is it women that will be watching her?
Okay, I want to ask you something.
No, is it women that is watching her?
Some women are watching too. They were watching. Women are watching. But all I'm saying is.
But then, those were catering to men.
Were you forced?
Yes, they are not they are not forced.
So it's a matter of choice. They make that decision to.
They are paying them. Yes, they are making the decisions, but the decision is to favor man. So if men say, you know what, let me tell you, if men say, you know what, way back when this started happening and hike it up a little bit, the directors and the producers hike it up a little bit, when they are doing all those things, is it women that are watching? It's men that they are catering to, and who are in high places. It's men making all these decisions little by little by little. Unfortunately, some women don't.
So are you telling me
they
can't take responsibility for such action?
And they fell prey to it. But what I'm saying is, if we have to turn this ship around, we need men, young men, to have good mentors that will say, this is how you should do it, this is how you should do it, this is how you should do it. But the men are supposed to be teaching the younger generation, are the ones that are even messing up.
So
look at the percentage of men that pay for women compared to women that's paying for women, or women paying for men. It's men that are making these decisions. It's men.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one example.
They are doing all these things to attract you people. If you people say you don't want, will they come and give you tomato to buy?
If someone asks you now to, we have a commercial and we would like you to come and do it for us, but we would like you to, just use your underpants. Will you agree to that?
Of course not.
So what are you saying? They can easily turn that kind of offer down that no, I want to show this movie, but I want to be part of this movie, but I'm not going to go nude on camera.
Do you think they ask women of high value to come and do those?
So they are vulnerable. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
So look at musical video today, right? Mm-hmm. Most of these guys they can't shoot a musical video without using girls with big butts.
Where do you get them from?
Oh, okay, all I'm saying is
women that want to do it.
Is it
women
possible?
That want to do it that they will take.
Is it possible?
Not women of high value. Women that have value will be like, I'm sorry, I'm not taking. I don't care how much money you're giving me. I'm not doing.
Is it not possible to get their message across without showing ladies' butt?
It is men that they have. Oh my goodness, it's men that they are.
And this is one reason why ladies cannot have a man today, because they kind of devalue themselves, they kind of degrade themselves to the point of they can go nude on camera for $5,000 or even less. Some ladies will go nude on camera for $500. Why? Because now they will be like, I can't keep a man.
Everything is about money now.
It's about money now. They will be like, okay, I can't keep a man, because I'm not going to date you if you have a nude picture on a public domain. I'm just saying, I can't. It's not gonna. That's me personally.
There's a lot of
guys
men
that will like that
don't have good values that will.
Because all I'm saying is, just like you said, if people don't ask for it, the market will be vanished, right?
Exactly.
It will be gone. What do all this, like hip hop, rap, whatever they call it? Why do they have to show nude women? Because I'm just saying that the women were so devalued to the point that they will do anything for few change just to be on musical video. And how does that, that group of ladies that they normally ask them to dance in trunk, whatever they are doing, mm-hmm. How does that have to the video? How does that have to the message? That
because
nobody, I'm just trying to figure it out, like, okay,
because nobody wants,
you have your music out there, you want to shoot the video. I don't know who is making that decision that, okay, we need ladies with big butts.
Men.
Now, because whatever you're doing is supposed to go along with your like the message in the music, but I'm saying is, I don't know how that kind of contributes to the lyrics. How does what's the correlation there?
If you do research, let's do research on it.
Because with this now,
who's making these decisions?
With this now,
powerful men.
With this now, when you see a young man growing up, you are bombarded with ladies' butt like that growing up. How do you respect them when you are dating one of them, or eventually?
Where
is the respect? And that's what I'm saying, that more of the reason why ladies or guys can't stay with a girl today is because they believe they have no value anymore. They believe they can get girls for cheap.
Well, I always say that men, you are the same people, right? You will sleep with this one, sleep with this one, sleep with this one. Fine, they bring it to you, but you sleep with this one, you sleep with 20,
so whose fault?
You sleep with 20 women, and then later on you want to say, let me bring one home, one innocent girl. I always say that you go and take one innocent girl that hasn't had any experience or whatever.
Whose fault?
But I'm just saying, if they bring it to you, I don't want.
Really?
You can. It's like wildfire. Only you.
Really? I'm just saying.
Only you can prevent wildfire.
Well,
only you.
All I'm saying is,
if they bring the Tatars, I don't want. Run.
My argument is not about.
Look at in the Bible now. Didn't they bring it? They brought it to Joseph. Joseph was a high-powered man. They can bring it to you 10 times. That's why I said.
I just want you to understand that.
Because you can't keep saying it's the women's fault. from the beginning of time, we've been saying it's the women's fault. Yes, Eve brought the apple to me. What is wrong with you people?
Wait,
no, I don't want apple.
My point.
Take the apple away. I don't want. It's very simple. Very simple for you men to do. I don't want. And run for your life. I don't want.
If
till today you are still eating apple.
If Adam cannot refuse or resist the apple, how much more our young men of today that they are really far away from God, because during that time they are really close, like God is having a fellowship with them, and yet that man cannot resist the apple. He can't. He find it difficult to resist that apple, that little fruit.
It is time.
And he fall victim. Now you are telling me
the apple.
Now you are telling me
it is
that
time.
These our young men that their heart is far away from God will resist this flesh apple. Forget it. All I'm saying is not to attack women. I'm just trying to say that women should try as much as possible to respect their dignity.
Women need to go back to God.
They need to restore their dignity, that everything is not about money.
They need
you can't just be jumping into anything that will make you go nude on camera. It kind of devalue other women. It can, because now not all women are doing this. But the little that are doing it now, they are bringing this bad image.
But Prince, let me tell you something. I always, sometimes we start an argument and we take it from the top, right? You have to go back to the genesis of this issue, right? You can't just say, oh, now we are here. Now you are at the top of the tree and you want to cut the tree. You can't cut the tree at the top of the tree. You have to go back to the bottom. Where did this start from? Like I said, women that were doing this, taking off their clothes, you know, and I think they did it for, look at Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was a model, big boned model. But, you know, little by little, these women started to further their career, I guess. They'll be like, let me show a little bit, so that they can, you know, people can know, hey, this is the one that can, oh, you know, she show a little bit of skin and everybody go crazy like, oh my, and this is 18, whatever.
Saying,
but we have to start from the beginning. These women are women. Is either they did it for money to advance themselves in their career, so that they can, you know, you have to do something daring, and something daring then was open a little bit, show a little bit of skin to advance their career, and to be able to do that, you have to not have respect for yourself. So we have to start from there.
So you agree? Not having respect for oneself,
but why
would make you do that?
But why would a woman say I want money rather than self-respect? Why would they say I want money at that time?
Because they are desperate.
So maybe there's desperation.
Yeah.
Maybe there's issues in their mental life. So okay, they are desperate. They want advancements in career. They lack self-confidence. These are issues that can push a woman to want to go that route and say, you know what, let me show a little bit of skin, they'll give me this, I'll get this. You look at them now, they're talking about Cardi B. Look at Cardi B. If she was still doing jejeli, would they name her Woman of the Year? Like,
what make her want to be Woman of the Year?
Exactly. She did something daring, even though
that doesn't make her Woman of the Year. It should actually be the worst Woman of the Year.
But this whole system is crooked.
So my point is that I just wish women will take back their position, take that power back.
Everybody needs to switch back.
Yeah,
now.
that, you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go nude on camera. You want me to come to your music video or your movie? Fine, I will do it. But I want to cover up. I'm not going to be shaking my butt on music. It's going to be there for life. And now I'm going to marry you as my wife, and my friend is going to be seeing your butt on music video. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That self-respect is what women need to work on. That, you know what? To hell with your money. How much are you going to pay me? The money is going to be gone. It's going to be how many months? You're going to finish the money like really quick. And I'm saying to our guys, I don't know what you say in but that you think you must put them on video. You must put them. I don't know why. I don't know what goes into guys said. Mostly all this musicians that think that they must show ladies' butts, they must slap their butt in their music video, is dehumanizing. I don't know how I can put it, but if lady refuse such offer, they will stop it. It's as simple as that. If you call 10 girls today to come and play nude and they refuse, you call another 10, they refuse, then you will sum up like, okay, maybe they don't want to do it anymore. Maybe they don't want to do it anymore. It's as simple as that. Lady need to refuse such offer and it will stop.
Men should stop offering.
Men will keep coming, but once they say no, if they keep saying no, they will stop coming.
Men should stop asking.
Okay, can you tell me if a lady is going on the street, that guy will not, they will come around and approach her. They will come around you, but you will be the one to say no. Is either I'm engaged or I don't want you, I'm this. The decision is yours. You cannot tell guys not to come to you. They will come.
But what's the purpose of coming?
All I'm saying is,
what's the purpose of
people
coming?
will be coming to give you such stupid offer, but you can turn it down. And when you keep turning it down, they will stop coming. If there's no there's gonna be demand for it, but if there's no supply, people will take their mind off it. It's because ladies are ready to supply.
There's too many.
And that's why, yes, there's thousands of ladies that are ready to go nude, and that's the problem. They're ready to go nude. That's the problem. So all I'm saying is another reason why our ladies of today can't keep a guy. Nobody want to stay with such a girl. That's the problem. We've made some point, which I believe you guys have seen one or two things you can actually go on to. So all I'm saying is self-respect is one of the things our girls need to go back to. That, you know, my self-worth is more than whatever you want to give me to go nude. I don't want to do that. Another thing is that, let's look at it from another angle. Like it or not, ladies or women are not meant to be in men's position, all right? Just be sure if you want to marry, fine. You just have to know you are coming as a queen, not as a king. And if you don't want to be queen to any king, then fine, it's a choice. Just live your life. You don't have to bother to get married. There's nothing you need there. But if you're going to get married, nothing is holding you to have a career. But just be sure that no matter what you're making, no matter how it is, God made man to be the head. You can't compete that. If you're trying to compete that, it's like driving backward. It's like putting your car in reverse and be driving backward. It's not going to work. Okay? Let's do things the way it should, and everybody will be peaceful. How many ladies today claim to be a career woman? I don't want any guys to, control my life, which, fine. How happy are you? I don't know. It's a choice. So guys, that will be it for today. Thanks for staying with us. And until you see us in another episode, thank you. Stay blessed.